Yuan Shao's forces gathered around Baima greatly outnumber our own. They must be trying to quash our potential strategies with sheer numbers.
Be that as it may, any commander who would lead such a massive army is bound to let his hubris get the better of them. We must discover and strike at where they have been negligent. The question is how?
Send a small force to ambush them? No. It would be but a momentary diversion against an army that large. Though if we can separate their forces, we may be able to take them down one group at a time.
Separate them how? I doubt Yuan Shao would be easily fooled.
If one wants to catch a catfish sleeping at the bottom of a pond, one must use valuable bait.
Bait?
Very well. I will join the assault. Then even Yuan Shao will panic and send his army.
I heard something's about to happen in Guandu, and I do not like the sound of that.
For the sake of Lord Cao Cao's rule.
Even with such an eminent family, Yuan Shao stands out.
This town has gotten bigger, now that I think about it.
Thank you.
Everything's gotten so expensive.
Ziluan, you did well to stand up against them. It took some convincing, but the chief finally agreed that our decision was the correct one. We saved the child's life, but now comes the hard part. We must fool the Han and convince them the child does not exist. If he were to be found here, the village would be in great danger. And of course you know that not everyone was happy with what you did. But listen, Ziluan. This was not a mistake. I have been preparing for this moment. It simply arrived sooner than I had expected. It is time to begin our mission. We must find the hero of the age, a man to whom we can pledge our support. Juha, Ziluan, will you lend me your strength and become my wings?
You didn't need to call us here for that. I've already decided. The three of us are going to make our dream of peace come true.
I believe it. With the strongest warriors in the village at my side, I know we can succeed. But promise me, both of you. Once you have found the hero of the age, you must tell me. Then together, we will give him our support and build a new world of peace.
Ziluan. Thank you. I was frozen, unsure what to do. It seems I was more constrained by the village and its regulations than I had thought. This is the true face of the village's strongest warrior, who has reaped the ambitions of so many. How weak I am compared to you. Surprised? You didn't expect me to admit to any weaknesses, I bet. But I feel like I can tell you now, because I know I can trust you. Your ancestors lived outside both the rules of the village and the reign of the Han. I've been told they were a proud people. The truth is, there was never any reason to tie yourself to the village. You always had the means to leave. You have the freedom to fly far, far away from this place, wherever your destiny might lead you. I want to go on that journey with you, and Bailuan too. Into a world of peace, where we can all soar free.
Yeah.
I hear the way Lord Zhonghe fights is a sight to behold. Hope I get...
Well...
Bailuan, we've confirmed that the invaders are government forces. They already have the village completely surrounded.
How? What happened to our scouts? And even if they have somehow discovered the child's existence, how did they mobilize so quickly?
An informant. Perhaps someone who disagreed with the position you took.
You mean a traitor in the village? Someone rebelling against my decision?
You all need to run. I'll buy us some time.
Jua, you can't...
Please, Bailuan. Look after Ziluan. He was never just a stray we took in. He's so much more precious than that. Now listen. I am the strongest fighter in this village, and you two will only get in my way. Do not try to follow me. You have to live, Ziluan. Live, and create the world we dreamed of.
Jua, wait! Foolish girl! Silouan, after her! I cannot fly with only one of my wings. We have to save her!
Shuha entrusted you with her dream. She knew she would never be able to realize that dream. Yet she believed you would make it come to pass. Perhaps my father believed something similar. But Shuha survived, and she appeared before you. Does that mean... No. It couldn't. Things are drawing to a close, Silouan. And I will be at your side until the end.
Sounds like the governor here's earned a fair share.
What does peace even look like?
I heard something's about to happen in Guandu.
Let's begin.
Yes.
Got it.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Listen.
My time has come.
Now go. I will act as bait and lure away their main force. You take a detached force to drive through the gap and relieve Baimar Castle.
Those are Cao Cao's forces? Headed for Baimar Castle? I have to warn Lord Yin Liang.
If they inform the main force of our position, we will lose the advantage of surprise. Quickly, pursue them!
We will keep the enemy at bay. You must hurry to Lord Yin Liang's side. March forward!
We have received word that Cao Cao himself is headed for Yanjing. We cannot let this opportunity go to waste. We shall send our troops to target him. We march at once!
enemy officer has been defeated.
It appears we have evaded detection by the enemy for now. We will continue our advance swiftly and silently.
Lord Cao Cao's renown makes him an excellent decoy. Just look at the size of the force they've sent after him. With this many of their soldiers here, Paimon should be relatively unguarded. Our task is to do all that we can to protect Lord Cao Cao.
This territory, the strength of Yuan
officer
Shao's forces lies in their inexhaustible numbers. They seem to be pouring out from the fort in an endless stream. We should first focus our efforts on taking the fort. That will force them to change their strategy.
Now advance!
Their numbers matter not, for I will never falter. With enough wisdom and courage, there is always a path to victory. Begin advancing!
This is our chance. Take the enemy by surprise!
Behold, Allied forces are marching to our aid. This will be enough to break the siege. Stand strong! Our victory is imminent!
All my might. The enemy officer has been defeated.
I owe Lord Cao Cao a great debt of gratitude. This battle is my chance to repay it with my blade.
Go on, you!
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Good. But I fooled. Come, everyone! Muster up your courage! Time to attack! You'll wipe out a lot of them! This ambition cannot be stopped. They've taken the fort at Yanjin? Cannot let them cut off our reinforcements. We must reclaim it. Let's start the advance.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
We are providing aid in this battle in accordance with our pledge to the people of the North. However, seeing as Cao Cao is loyal to the Han court, we have no objections to taking his life.
Can't the enemy do better than that?
With a solid stratagem, I challenge you to battle!
Let's start the advance.
This is too good to be true. The enemy's massive force is beginning to crumble all on its own.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Cao Cao, you are a snake, guarding the corrupt throne to satisfy your endless avarice. Chaos has stricken the land, and the tears of the weak pool at the feet of the Emperor. That is why you must be eliminated. To bring peace.
I do not know who you are or from where you hail. You seem to be driven by strong conviction.
No, that's not possible.
My power alone is insufficient for a comeback.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Falling back for now. I must leave the rest to you.
The rest up to you.
Time to end this.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Of the sacred bird, Luan.
Let's go.
Those eyes. Yes. You must be.
Let's start the advance.
We should stop here to assess the situation.
Very skilled.
The enemy officer
It's a true honor for me to be able to fight alongside you.
This has been brutal. I don't know how much more I can take.
We're about to lose. There must be something I can do.
Let's start the advance.
Time to act. Oh my God. Bring them down.
We must find a way to overcome this situation.
Bring glory to our forces!
Bastard.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Let's go. I have captured this area. Do not fear.
The time is right. We should attack now.
Your assistance comes at the most opportune moment.
Battle we enjoy. All my might. Don't strain yourself. This is it. Attack. A tremendous display of might and bravery.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Even so,
I shall not abandon hope. Time for a good old fight. Get ready. Let's get serious. Time to act. The time is right.
Leading the raid, all due to my own incompetence. I can think of little more pathetic.
look at them all getting beaten by Cao Cao's wells. So everyone how it's done.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Truly embarrassing spectacle. Still, thank you for your help.
Prepare yourselves.
I owed you one.
Normally, one seeks to overcome their opponent on the battlefield using superior resources. You, on the other hand, depend on your wits and courage. You may be my enemy, but I do admire your will to fight. You might even color me intrigued by it.
I'm starting to get fatigued. At this rate.
situation poorly. You appear when you're most needed. That is a talent in itself.
Forgive me for imposing on you in such a manner. I am ready to face any punishment.
The enemy officer has been
A bit
defeated.
of a bind. I could certainly use your help.
We have the upper hand. We mustn't waste this opportunity.
Take this.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
I am Wen Chou, one of Yuan Shao's greatest fighters. Any who believe themselves worthy may test their might against me. You aren't half bad. So your bravery isn't without justification. Time to end this. Situation.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Why did it have to end like this?
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Wen Chou's fallen.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Advance! There's no virtue in dying for so little. I shall retreat and fight another day.
Forward. Let's go. Everyone, follow me. Now advance!
That an officer? You must be kidding! That an officer? You must be kidding!
Perfect timing. I was looking for an opportunity to test my new tactics. Is this as far as my path?
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Face me one-on-one!
Great. I'm counting on you.
You stand in the presence of Yan Liang. I am one of Lord Yuan Shao's greatest warriors. You really think you have what it takes to fight me? You do not lack for skill, it seems. This battle has only just begun. Let's end this. I can't believe this.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
I have been bested. How can this be?
Whoa, looking rough.
I could foresee losing either Yan Liang or Wen Chou, but for both to have been slain, you fought well this time, Cao Cao. But this brings you no closer to matching our might. In the end, there can only be one victor, and that will be me! Winning the first battle bodes very well for our side.
Let's go.
Overcoming their greater numbers will prove to be difficult. This is not where we will strike the final blow. We will pull our forces back for now.
This was a great victory, and it is owed to your wisdom and strength.
We are humble, but it is not yet over, my lord.
Aye. We've swatted away some of their troops, but the flow of the battle has not yet shifted.
It looks like Yuan Shao is continuing his march south. They will overrun us if we do not intercept them.
To defeat a large army, we must first take advantage of the terrain. We will draw back the front line to Guandu. There, we shall make our stand against Yuan Shao.
Zuluan, it's been too long. So it really was you. I never would have expected this. But why didn't you tell me where you were? What are you saying, Zuluan? Don't tell me you've forgotten who I am. You won't answer? Or maybe you can't. Then it's true. You really have forgotten everything. Well, I suppose I should have known. If you had your memories, you wouldn't have allied yourself with Cao Cao, the usurper of the Han. You have forgotten your mission, your ideals, and the promises you made. And now you're floating aimlessly through life. Yet even so, you are unable to escape your fate as a guardian of peace. You submit to a higher power and act as a weapon for them, just as you did as a guardian of peace once before. Though this seems even more pitiful. Juha, what did she say to you in the end? Did she tell you to forget everything and live on? Or to pursue true peace? If you can't remember, then let me remind you. Juha is dead. You were there when it happened. And now you're living a carefree life, free from any memory of her death. Perhaps that is the greatest insult of all. Remember, Zuluan!
Are you crying? Go, Zuluan. Down your own path. Are you crying? I'm fine. Go, Zuluan. Down your own path.
I thought you had both died. I never imagined. I thought I was alone. Maybe I was being foolish, desperately clinging to a past that will never return. I have some advice for you, Zuluan. If you insist on following the Han and allying with Cao Cao, then I will not hesitate to stand against you once more. You must remember who the Han are to us. Well, the point may be moot if Cao Cao is crushed by Yuan Shao in the next battle. I look forward to seeing him struggle.
Even with such an eminent family,
Juha. I see. I had been wondering who she was, and why she chose to help you. It may be that the Juha you saw was a mirage, created by your own sense of guilt. That seems to be the logical conclusion. Zuluan, I believe now is the time for you to face the real Juha. You should figure out what it was that all of you staked your lives to accomplish. You, Juha, Bailuan, and all of the Guardians of Peace. Don't you think you're underestimating me, Zuluan? I think you ought to place a little more faith in me. The key to unlocking your past is most likely the incense used by the Guardians of Peace. I investigated your village and went through just about every relevant text I could find. It took a great deal of time. However, I'm afraid the truth is crueler than you might imagine, Zuluan. I would understand if you wish to avoid learning the truth. That too is a valid choice. But, if you do decide you want to unravel your past, it would be my duty as a doctor to offer my full assistance. That said, we had best try out the incense first of all. I will be rather embarrassed if it doesn't help you remember anything.
I hear the way Lord Zhonghe fights is a sight to behold.
So you remember? We fought the government forces that came to purge our village, and were cut down. And now, you know. I am but a fragment of your memory, a mirage from your past, born of your deep, painful regret over having survived that day. I think this will probably be the last time you'll see me. You do not need me anymore. Because now, you remember it all. The dreams we shared, the path we chose, the hopes that I passed on to you. I made my own choices, my own decisions. I lived my life without regrets. Feeling guilty for our deaths only cheapens our resolve. So please, do not blame yourself anymore. From this point on, do not let your desire to atone for your past shape your future. Instead, be guided by your will to see your choices through. Now, go forth. You do not need to look back at us anymore. And thank you. Ziluan, take care of Bailuan for us.
Good. It seems you were able to remember Chuha. That success is a weight off my mind. You did well. I officially pronounce you cured, which means my work is complete. Yes, there is nothing more to be done. Well, I haven't really decided just yet. That's sad. I've always thought of visiting the land where my father studied medicine. Perhaps now is the time. As for you, Ziluan, you will be fine without me. Now that you know who you are, you're free to live your life as you wish. My, how you've changed. Ziluan, you're nothing like you were when we first met. The old you would have never said such a thing. Back then you were a wild warrior, hurling yourself into battle heedless of your wounds. But yes, despite my teasing, our journey has been one of the most rewarding times in my life. I met so many people, all fighting to survive this chaotic era. On second thought, maybe I could linger for a while longer yet. After all, what better place to fulfill my duty? Well, I call it a duty, but it's a humble matter compared to the exploits of someone like yourself. I learned medicine from my father, and he from his father. Along with that knowledge, they passed down the ideal of healing the sick and aiding the wounded. Now that I'm of a certain age, it's my duty to pass that ideal on to someone else. Just as Chuha passed her dreams and ideals on to you. Which is a roundabout way of asking, would you let me travel with you a little while longer? Thank you, Ziluan. I mean, that is to say, I shall continue to be at your service and provide what help I can. Well...
What shall we do, Lord Cao Cao? Their numbers are far too great to fight without a plan.
Yuan Shao's army is growing cautious as it nears Guandu. It appears their loss in Baima has shaken them.
But with our supplies dwindling, Yuan Shao must know that time is on his side.
Any news from Shu City, Guojia?
Lord Xun Yu says that lords in the vicinity of Shu City are showing signs of revolt. And there are rumors that Liu Bei was spotted among the leaders of the rebellion.
Liu Bei?
His Majesty has taken a liking to Liu Bei. If he comes to the rescue, then His Majesty will follow him.
Then it is imperative that we send more troops to put the rebellion down, yes?
Do not be so nervous, Lord Xun Yu. Those who lack the heart of a warrior are destined for defeat. Let us endure for a while longer. Our chance will come to us in time.
Brother,